dude, there's going to be so many opportunities. We're so early. We're just so early. Those guys this morning that were at the house, they said, hey, what's your thesis on Bitcoin? I'm like, 400,000 people put $25 million to work, dude. And it's a $10 trillion. Bitcoin is $10 trillion. Not the other things. Bitcoin alone is worth $10 trillion. $25 million, less than what I have in Bitcoin. Every super wealthy family will own $25 million worth of Bitcoin, dude. I am so sure of that, okay, it makes my head swell. And that's before BlackRock buying 1 penny's worth. That's before Michael Saylor. It doesn't include any of those other people, okay? Just 406,000 seriously wealthy people that can afford airplanes. Guy said today, we can't buy any more airplanes, dude. We're maxed out on it. I can't buy any more shit. I can't even buy any more watches, right? He said it, man. People have their max demand. I think everybody has everything they need except one thing. I think everybody's long everything other than Bitcoin. Bitcoin and time. I'm short Bitcoin and I'm short time. And Bitcoin, me getting long Bitcoin actually helps me cheat time. And if you don't know what that means, you should really think about, hey, what? This guy's not stupid, right? I mean, like I may be a little, I may be dumb, but I ain't stupid. And like to be able to cheat time, dude, is, you see me get on these airplanes. You're like, hey, why did you spend so much money on those planes? I saved 3 hours in the airport. Coming and going, I saved 3 hours. Worth a lot of money to me and aggro. So you watch what happens to these super rich people, dude, when they figure out Bitcoin. They're going to be like, I don't have enough of this. Because they're going to think about this in terms of 25 million. If it goes well, I'm worth $1 billion. If it doesn't, 25 million is not really a big deal. It's not the end of the world. I can wait because they don't have cash flow problems either. And they don't need any more corporate real estate, multi-dwelling real estate, oil companies, pipelines, planes, villas, girlfriends. Their money's usually stuck in a location they don't necessarily like. You start getting too big and you start wanting to think about, hey, can I move money around somewhere so that I'm not so exposed to one location? So it's, it's $67,000, dude. And what we've seen happen, what we saw happen 3 weeks ago when the Germans started dumping 44,000 Bitcoin, dude, the news keeps getting better and better. The German government dumped 44,000 Bitcoin in a week, and the price went from 63 to 57, and now it's back to 67. Largest stupid dump of Bitcoin in 2024, and all they could do was take $8,000 off the price. That would be like Satoshi. See, everybody's worried about Satoshi coming back with their, dude, we just had a Satoshi event. We know what happens. It takes $8,000 off the price. That's it. There's so much pent up demand for this. It's staggering, dude.
Well, and what did the giant internet outage that shut down ports and airports, what'd that do to Bitcoin?
We didn't care.
I know it.
Didn't care, dude. Didn't care. I traded. CrowdStrike's down. I'm like, oh, good for you, dude. Would you watch? We're gonna have another one of these, bro. They're literally telegramming what's getting, and we have 4 months. It's not like this is forever. By the way, I actually think I told my buddy in the oil and gas business yesterday, if Bitcoin hasn't moved into the 90s by the end of November, there's a problem. Something is not correct. So the cool thing about this trade is you don't have to wait very long. This is going to be and by the way, this is one of those times I actually think we're getting close to going, okay, you're this close before you're not going to be able to buy sub $100,000 Bitcoin. Maybe it's 5 months, 6 months, 9 months, but if we don't, like we are, let's see, what is it? It's July, April, May, June. This month we should get the prior quarter, second quarter's S13s on all the ETF flows. And who bought? Dude, when you see the names, these names are going to be household names. Just a reminder, last time the names we saw was state of Wisconsin for $159 million. Dude, 0.5% of their entire portfolio, 0.5%. That means Wisconsin will never rebalance. Okay, they are never going to sell their Bitcoin. It's going to, if it triples, they're still only at 1.5% of their entire portfolio, assuming their portfolio did nothing while Bitcoin moved. So what's going to happen when we hear state of Texas, state of Oklahoma, and the state of Florida put Bitcoin on their balance sheet? It's not so much that we already know the volume this move, dude. We know how much volume is going in the ETFs. What we don't know is who. And I guarantee you that when you start to see blue chip names, and we realize this is the other thing that's going to happen, every politician is going to wake up and realize they own Bitcoin through the ETFs, through their passive funds investments, whether it's with Fidelity or BlackRock or TD or Ameritrade. You're going to have some Bitcoin in your allocation by the end of the year. So even the politicians like Elizabeth Warren poo-pooing on this. By the way, hats off to the Winklevoss brothers for giving Deaton $500,000. That really impressed me, Cameron and Tyler. I really look forward to meeting you guys. You probably don't watch this, but if you are, I really look forward to meeting with you in Nashville. And because I think these are the kind of things we do need to be doing, Sam. We do need to be, I mean, I don't like spending money with politicians, but I think right now in this era, we really need to invest in the future, being able to have a seat at the table to help structure the future of America's digital path, because we are either going to be hyper competitive here or we are not. And we can either lead this show or we can sit in the back of the bus and take whatever's given to us. But I think these are one of the moments where America really needs to stand firm and help structure the future of our digital world, because it's an unbelievable opportunity. And you want to lead this. You don't want to be in the back.